What's up? What's up?
Hello. So, funny story. I logged into Coinbase today and it said, hey, email your senators. And then I said, all right, I will. And then it said, just kidding. You're not in the United States, so you don't get to do shit about your senators. And yeah. So that's my day.
Okay.
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. It was a little hairy earlier today when the market was dumping, but doing good. A lot of big news today. And I think everybody should just zoom out.
Yep. Zoom out. We're basically at this point when capitulating now is a terrible idea, because if we are all incorrect and the market is over, then just wait. But
we're not close to the top, and I got several indicators to show you guys today when we go over market update. Calm down.
Excellent.
Relax. Crypto ain't going nowhere.
I've been really excited about some of these news articles come out. The stuff you tagged me in today was pretty exciting as well. Dude,
shout out to Coinbase for defeating the SEC in one of their dastardly things they were trying to do.
Yeah, it was one of the highlights of my life. I got a like from Paul Grenwall. I don't know where the end came from, but I got a like from him. So that's what, really, that's what really matters on that specific thing right there. As well as, lots of big news. Anything that you've seen that has really caught your attention or you're really excited about right now?
Trump repealing the crypto accounting policy for banks.
I think that's huge.
As it stands right now, any bank that holds crypto has to label it as a liability. Repealing that will allow them to change the designation probably just to an asset, like if they held commercial paper or something like that. I don't know exactly what it is, but right now they have to report it as a liability. So if they can do away,
which makes it look like a loss, probably, like on their balance sheet.
It's gonna mess with their money flow, their P&L, all that stuff, but if they can repeal that and it doesn't have to be labeled a liability, I think that's massive for crypto. I think more banks will start to hold it as a reserve or something like that, or it's invest bullish.
Yep, absolutely. Did you see, and I wish that I bookmarked it, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but Jamie Dimon says that Bitcoin and crypto is just for money laundering and scams.
And then later on, I see a remark from JP Morgan saying that an XRP ETF could easily put $3 to $5 billion of blah, 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 blah. So,
yep.
I don't know.
And then we have Ben Armstrong's cryptic tweets about, just wait until you guys find out how in bed with XRP Bank of America is. For his special episode he'll probably have sometime this week, or one of those videos that he has where Agent X tells him all the insider trade secrets.
But didn't you go over an article on Bank of America and XRP last week?
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure, because I seen the headline from one of his shows, I'm pretty sure that headline was the following day after you went over the article the night before. So we're front running, basically.
We're front running the news. We see it and we talk about it immediately every single day at the end of the day. So the news just happened, we break it,
This is the problem with daytime crypto shows. anything that comes out at night, you have to wait till the following day to hear about it. But if you watch us Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST, you'll hear about it that night.
Yeah. And if we happen to make a call as far as talk about any of these very micro cap coins that have no value whatsoever or have only speculative value, if you put $5 in, by the next day you could be up, or you could have lost $5 and you spend more than that on soda. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, Talos is the ticker.
It has been ripping. Absolutely.
Yeah. And we can't take any credit for that. That was all Daniel.
100%.
Daniel brought it to our attention. I've taken profit twice, and then I looked at it today and it was up like another 5x. I was like, what?
Crazy.
So I had to take profit again right now before we went live.
That's excellent. So we've taken profit 3 times and we're still up pretty high.
Taken profit 3 times and still hold over 3.5x our initial investment in Talos.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. We love it. Crypto is crazy, but hope everybody else is having a good week. Do us a favor, hit the like. Let's see if I can do this. Hit the like, the subscribe. Oh man, it's just out of the range. But hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Let us know that you've liked the video. And if you hit a like on the stream, it'll bring us intrinsic happiness, right? It'll make us happy. There's no monetary value there yet, but that's what we're working towards. So it costs you nothing. Support the channel. Hit the like button.
Boost the algorithm.
Boost the algorithm. Get it out there. Give us a repost, retweet, all that stuff. And yeah, so let's check out what the market's doing, because it's been pretty up and down.
It has.
Lately, it's been a little bit more down and up.
Been very volatile today.
All right, let's get into it.
All right. Let's get the freshest data. All right, we're coming in down 2% at $3.41 trillion. Massive volume spike. So we're back into that bull market volume of 385 billion. We got Bitcoin dominance at 55%, ETH at 11.1, and only 3.6 way to send you an ETH transaction. We do have Bitcoin up on the day. We haven't seen that in quite a while. So Bitcoin coming in at 94,830, up 0.8%. Ethereum at 3137, down 3.7%. XRP at 254, up 0.7. BNB at 689, down 0.4. Solana at 182, down 2.4. Dogecoin at 3408, up 1.6. Cardano at 9458, down 2.1. Then we got Tron, Avalanche, and SWE lost its position to Avalanche because of the big dump. It went all the way down to like the 440s. So only a matter of time. It's been one of the strongest coins. As soon as it bounces, it'll be right back above and then nipping at the heels of Tron. So let's look at the biggest gainers on the day are Lido DAO up 3.9, Caspa up 3.5, AI16Z at up 3.4, Dogecoin up 1.5, and not very much else. Biggest losers on the day: Athena down 10%, WorldCoin down 7.6%. Tokenized exchange down 7.7, Celestia down 6.7, KuCoin down 4.9, BitTensor down 5.1. Pudgy Penguins continues to drop down 5.4, and then the sea of red just continues. So let's go over here. So everybody's worried, right? Is at the top. Oh my God, it's lasting so long. Oh, the correction. First of all, Bitcoin's only corrected about 12%. So we're only down about 12% from all-time high. That is not a massive sell-off. That is not a massive correction. John's going crazy over there, messing me up.
Sorry, I was trying to stand up. I was like, maybe I'll just
trying to get situated. But let's go take a look at CoinGlass. I highly recommend anybody. CoinGlass is totally free, and it has so much information. It's crazy. So let's scroll down. First thing we're going to look at is, did I go all far enough? Where did it go? Options. Either way, we'll go over here to data. So first thing we're going to look at is the fear and greed index. All right. 63. We are starting to edge back to that neutral territory. That is awesome. You guys know we've been looking at this. And look, we're just, just a nice all the way down to 63. So this is good. We want to see this reverse a little bit. We want it to come down at least to the neutral. It'd be nice if it went to fear. Then we just buy up everything. But as we go down here, let's go down here to the bottom. We got a couple of indicators I want to show you guys. So we have the stock to flow model. This is Plan B's stock to flow model, right? And as you can see, so last cycle, when we topped out, we were in the yellow and the green. We're still in the orange. We're way over here. So like, we're still in like this area before the move. We're still in like this area before that move. And then boom, orange. We're still like right here before that massive move. So we still have plenty of room to go. This shows like 300, 400,000. I don't think that's going to happen. But we're already at 100K roughly, and we're still only in the orange. So plenty of upside for the stock to flow model. We look at the Pi cycle top indicator. So the Pi cycle top indicator is the 111-day moving average, along with the 350-day moving average. And if you look, if we zoom in, let's zoom in down here. You zoom in, you can see, so where the 111-day crosses the 350-day, those are tops. Okay, this one is probably the only outlier right here. I can't even tell if it crossed right there. So it did cross, it crossed, it kept going, and then it came back down. But if we look, if we zoom in a little bit, you can see right here where it crosses. That's the top in 2013. You can see right here where it crosses. That's the double top of 2013. Scroll in a little bit. Come out here to 2017. Right here, January of 2017. Let me get that, make that a little bit bigger so you guys can see that. Okay. So here we are in 2017. Boom, we get the cross. That signals top, right? Go a little further. 2021, boom, crosses, top. And this is where we're at right now. We still have a very big gap between us. We have not crossed. It's starting to turn up a little bit, but still plenty of room to go. You can see how it starts to get tighter and tighter and tighter. And then it crossed. And then when it started to dump, it uncrossed. And then boom, like that. We have another one.
Speak of the devil. We were just talking about Talos. We were pumping your bags and talking about how great of a call that was just a moment ago. Thank you for joining us, Crypto King. Big love to you.
I am missing. I'm missing one on here that I can't find. But basically, as you can see, zoom out. We're nowhere near the top. We got plenty of room to go. Important items for this week. So this is a website called forexfactory.com, and it lays out all the major things going on with like the government and stuff like that. And as you can see, so tomorrow we have the core PPI month over month and the PPI month over month coming out at 8:30. I believe this is going to be Eastern time. Wednesday, we got CPI data. Well, that's Great Britain, but the US has CPI data coming out at 8:30. You got the core CPI month over month, CPI month over month, and CPI year over year. And then these are your forecasts, and these are your previous. Okay. Thursday, we have core retail sales, unemployment claims. So they're forecasting 210,000, and last month's was 201,000. So if we come in under that, that's going to be good. But it's just a good little tool to look at. Check it out on a Sunday or Monday so you know what events are coming in. When custom emojis. Well, we need more. I believe we need more subs for that, sir. We have to reach that milestone before we can do custom emojis and everything like that. All right, now let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. Let's go out to the weekly. So massive red candle on the weekly. Luckily, it was not an engulfing candlesticks. It was actually only a 3.9% move. And it is not an engulfing candlestick. We did not lose any of this support right here at about 93. We did lose a major level of support at 95,750, which we have been trying to get back over since. And you can see we have this massive hammer candle on the weekly right now. We wicked all the way down to $89,000. Yeah, 89,004. We wicked all the way down overnight. So you got to remember, this candle is
crazy.
Yeah, this candle is barely 24 hours old. I know when I woke up this morning, we were at like 90K. I was like, oh my goodness. I looked at my SWE long. It was in the gutter. I was like, oh my goodness. I better add some margin. And we made it back out of that successfully, thank goodness. But yeah, so we are not out of the woods. Like I said before, we really got to claim 95,750. But I would say until we can reclaim, where is it? Until we can reclaim like this 98,361, which will put us above these two candles right here. We're really not out of the woods. We are still below the 200 on the 4 hour. You can see we tried to get above it early this morning, and then it just kind of rolled over. Oh no, this is last week. My bad. This is last Monday is where we got above it, and then we fell on Tuesday, and we just have not been able to get back above it. And we have to reclaim that in order to stay bullish. We are getting a nice green dot. We got 4 nice candles right here. We need to get back above this 95,750. But when we look at market cipher, money flow is starting to curve a little bit back to the upside. It just came into the green early this morning. Well, late last night, early this morning. And but the momentum, boom, we got the green dot. We're on our way up. VWAP's on our way up. RSI shooting up, and money flow is starting to curve back. So that is good. This candle is only about 2 hours old, and we're already up 0.75%, which is another good thing. We're above 95. You can see we've been struggling in this area all day, just kind of fighting that for the past 2 days. And it's past 3 days since Friday. Wow. We've been struggling right here. We're finally above it. Can we hold that POC as support and not resistance? That would be nice. Looking good though. I mean, still below the 200 on the 2 hour, but double green dot, momentum to the upside, money flow curving to the upside. This is nice to see right here. So this is from Wednesday. We've been in this funk right here, but you can see we're starting to curve back up to the upside. So we want to see that come, get back over the median line, turn back into green volume. Momentum, VWAP coming down a little bit, but we could see it just come down and then turn and go back up. So I'm liking what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. Still like cautiously optimistic. I think towards the end of the week, it started off good today. We did have a big dump, but we recovered. You know, false move Monday, we recovered. So that does show strength in the market. There's a lot of volume. We got almost 400 billion in volume. So if you remember last week, we were like 140, 150, 160 all week. So people are coming back into the market. The holidays are behind us. We got the inauguration next Monday. We should start seeing money coming back into the market and a positive momentum, in my opinion. We come down here to SWI. So SWI on the 2 hour is looking good. We got back above the 200 right here, and then we came down, we retested, we bounced it. We are over the 468 SR level, which is good. I like to see us keep climbing. You know, the next thing we got to tackle is 479, then 491, then 507, and then back to all-time highs. 2 hours looking good. Money flow. Money flow is a little flat, and the VWAP's coming down. RSI is starting to turn, but your momentum is going back up, which is good. Come out here to like the 4 hour. Massive candle to regain the 200 on the 4 hour. Got us above the 468, and then we have a little hammer candle here. But even on the 4 hour, we got momentum going up, VWAP going up, money flow flat. So just like on Bitcoin, we start to see that curve back to the upside. What do I think FET can get to? Oh, I don't know. Right now, I'm eyeing, what's it at? Right now, I'm eyeing $1.31. I'm in a long right now on FET. We'll look at that just in a second. So SWI's still looking good. I mean, it's one of the strongest, you know, from, if we look at here, for altcoins, we come up here from all-time high. As it is right now, we're only down 11% from all-time high. That's roughly what Bitcoin is down from all-time high. So for an altcoin only to be down that far, that shows real strength in the coin. Because if we look at any of these other coins, we look at Cardano, even from the local high, not all-time high, even from the local high, we're down 16%, you know, and it's by far a bigger market cap than SWI. Cardano is trying to get back up there though. We can't seem to break this 102. We fell through it over here on Tuesday, last Tuesday. Boom, boom, boom. Hit our head, fell back down, and now we're still under the 200. We need to reclaim the 21, the 200. Momentum's looking good. Money flow to the upside, VWAP to the upside. So it's looking strong, but it's got to start putting in these milestones. 89.8 right here has been a good level of support once we broke through here. So right now we're just kind of ranging right here in between 110 and 89.8. Go down to the 2 hour, still not above it on the 2 hour or the 1 hour or the 15 minute. 7 minute has broken through the 200. Switch those. And it's riding high right here. Sharp cut on the money flow, VWAP, and momentum all pointing to the upside. So we could still see some action on Cardano. It was forming this flag here, had a little breakout, a retest, and then starting to break out again. You can see right here on the 7 minute. I would say the continuation for this move, we could be back at 98.9 or 99, say maybe by tomorrow morning or something like that, as long as the bullishness continues with the market, as long as Bitcoin in Asia don't decide to dump on us. XRP is real strong. I'm looking at this move right here. I'm in this long right here out of this flag, coming up to about 262. I think I have my take profit right at 261, just a little bit under. And as you can see, that's the move right there. And it looks like we started to break out and then float sideways. We're right in on top of the 21. So that's good. We got to the 15 minute. We do have a little bit of a bearish div on the 15 minute for XRP, but money flow is still flowing to the upside. VWAP is going to the upside. Green dot. We could see it pump before this bearish div starts to play out. And that would be this slightly higher high with this lower low on the momentum wave right here. But everything is looking pretty decent. FET. So I'm eyeing 131. I am in the long out of this flag right here. Then if you take that, boom, to the breakout. It does look like we're coming up against a little resistance right now. Looks like we shot up. We wicked off of the 200 on the 15 minute. I believe, yeah, 7's good. Even the 12 is good. We're breaking the 12 right now, so that could give us a little push on FET. Money flow sharp to the upside. VWAP still slightly going to the upside. Momentum going to the upside. So FET is still looking strong. I'm expecting it to at least hit 131 right here, which is an SR level. And we just got over this SR level right here at 125. Put those back on regular candles. So as you can see, we got right above 125 and we're kind of bouncing on it right now. We broke out, we came down, retested, we're still going. So I do like FET to at least 131. Daniel wants to know about an all-time high. Well, here's the thing. We still have not hit our March all-time high, which is 346. So I would kind of be curious to see. I mean, that is the all-time high. So we could do something like this. Go from the low right here. Go to the all-time high. Bring it over, and this is going to be your fib extension. And we come up to the 1.68, and that puts us at $7.96 on your fib extension.
Sheesh.
For FET. So I could definitely see that happening for sure, you know, at the height of the bull run. I really wouldn't go anything past that, because once we get above this all-time high, this March all-time high right here, which was where'd it go? Which is 346 right here. That's the March all-time high. Once we get above that, we're in price discovery. So there's really nothing to go on. So I would pull that fib extension and then work off of that and then hit your levels. So like the 382 would be a level. So that would be 456. The 786 I would count as a level. That would be 565. And then your next stop would be the 1.618 at 796. That is what I'm looking at on FET. I personally will probably start pulling profits probably around here, right about this 560 level, something like that, $5 level. Have to see where we're at in the market and how everything's going, when it hits that level. But that would be a good profit taking level. Even the 456 would be a good first profit take. 565 take profit. And then at the 1.618, which is 796, take like heavy profit personally, is what I would be thinking on that. So you could also, this ain't going to be as high though. If we take that downtrend. Say we break out. That's barely going to get us above the 382, which is going to be the first profit taking level, about 497. So you could look at it something like that also. Price discovery, I'm not going to lie. Price discovery, I do not have a lot of experience when it comes to price discovery. So that's why I use the fibs. But other than that, that is the state of the market. Do expect XRP to take off here soon. I expect SWI to at least get back up into the 490s. It loves to bounce. If you notice, it loves to bounce in this area, 469, 490. A lot of action right there. Boom, 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 boom. So I do expect it to keep going. And that's about it for market update.
All right. There we go. Lots of bullish action going on there in the market, which is exciting. Let's see if I can.
Let's reset the room real quick for the new people joining us. If you're on YouTube, do us a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and notification bell. If you are on Twitter, tag some DJs, repost, all that good stuff. We go live Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. PST, bringing you the daily updates in the news and in the market.
Yep, absolutely. So we'll hit some of my bookmarks here first, just to hop through those. So stablecoin issuer Tether relocates to Bitcoin-friendly El Salvador. This is pretty awesome. We know that the U.S. and some other global entities have been really going at Tether pretty hard. And so they're obviously looking for somewhere with a more flexible regulatory environment. So they picked El Salvador. I think that this is a big statement for their belief in Bitcoin and crypto, as well as their pushes towards innovation, which I just think is awesome. Another sign of how this technology is changing and reshaping the world, and about how major players are taking this seriously. They're taking this very seriously. And then so Cointelegraph, and I have an article on this, but the Third Circuit Court of Appeals found the SEC's rejection of Coinbase's request for clearer crypto rules to be unfair and poorly explained. The court sent the case back to the SEC for a better explanation, but did not force the agency to start creating new rules, which, we all wish that they would. Start making new rules yet. That was all it said. So there we go. And then Raiders Guild. This is just shout out to the Mallard Order. They've built a pretty awesome product that people are excited about. So we're going to be looking into using that and see how it works. See how we like it, to be honest.
We're going to be looking at that. And there's another one.
Farm roll.
No, that's not the one. I mean, yeah, we can look at that one too, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. DeFi Mofo.
Oh, Promo Facey.
There we go. That's it.
For a Discord bot, yes.
Yeah.
Since GFi bot is out of commission, turns out their dev took the tech again and all the money.
He did some. He's like nowhere to be seen. Nobody can find him. So.
Yeah, pretty crazy. But so there we go. And
we might just have to talk to Aaron and tell him, hey, we need a Twitter bot connected to Discord, because that's all we really need it for to start with.
So a week after committing to free speech, Meta blocks their decentralized competitor. Mark Zuckerberg's company is forcibly removing any links to competing platforms mere days after declaring more free speech and fewer mistakes.
That can't be true, bro. I just seen him on Rogan. He refuted all that.
Well, if you watched Rogan, everything there is real. So that must be what happened. Anyways, but yeah. So social media giant Meta is blocking links to a competing platform less than a week after the company said it was committed to free speech and expression, raising questions about whether Mark Zuckerberg's firm was sincere in reducing censorship. According to a 404 Media report, the Meta-owned Facebook has been actively deleting links to a decentralized Instagram competitor known as PixelFed.
I never even heard of that.
I've never heard of it either, but it makes me want to look into it. You know what I mean? Right. It must be good if it's being blocked. But all links to pixelfed.social have been labeled spam and removed immediately.
I bet they blacklisted the word PixelFed.
Probably. Or someone on their team did. But Meta acquired Instagram in 2012, broadening its social media umbrella to include the popular photo sharing app. The apparent censorship of PixelFed was initially identified by AJ Saylor on Blue Sky, an ex-competitor founded in 2019 by entrepreneur Jack Dorsey. Which, I mean, I don't know. I don't use Blue Sky, but I've been in some conversations where people are like, yeah, we should use Blue Sky. And I'm just like, why? Who's there? Right? That's how I feel, but I don't know. Maybe people do use Blue Sky and I just don't know because I'm not there.
I just posted pixelfed.social
on Facebook.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe because it didn't come up as a link though. Let me try www.pixelfed.
So then we have the New York Digital Finance. I don't know. The the New York regulators, Transatlantic Regulatory Exchange Committee. Exchange program would allow the NYDFS to exchange senior staff experience in digital assets with those at the Bank of England. New York Department of Financial Services Superintendent Adrian Harris has announced an exchange program that will allow the regulator to learn more about how foreign agencies handle issues with emerging payments and digital assets. In January 13 notice, Harris said that the Transatlantic Regulatory Exchange would begin with an exchange of senior staff experience with digital assets between the New York blah, 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 and Bank of England. According to the
New
superintendent, the
York
program
Department
was
of Financial Services, sir.
New York Department of Financial Services. Sorry,
Yes.
it's that I kept stumbling over it when I was trying to read it up here, so I was just like, forget that. But anyways, the program was critical for regulatory harmony. So this is big. This just means that the UK is really looking into crypto, and the fact is that they are borrowing the experts that we have in New York that have been working with these digital assets for a long time, and now they're teaching them. So Bank of England, bullish.
Well, I mean that kind of sucks for people in Britain because New York has the strictest crypto laws out of any state in America.
Well, see, they need to borrow the experts because they can already censor people on Facebook and arrest people for their posts on Facebook. Now they're going to be able to arrest people for their transactions on the blockchain.
That wouldn't surprise me. I just seen a guy that got 7.5 years for some social media post.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think when I grew up, this is hard for me because when I grew up, it was like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And then it was like, it doesn't matter how big that bully is. You can always find a rock about the same size. You know what I mean? That's how I grew up. You know what I mean? I don't understand what's going on in Europe,
I mean, I understand bullying is a little different now than we were kids.
Yeah.
Because it used to be you leave school, you go home. You didn't have to worry about bullies and stuff like that. But now, I mean, you got them in your social media feed, you got all kinds of stuff. So I can understand that a little bit, but that's just bullying. That's not putting people in prison for 7.5 years because they say something against the social narrative.
Yeah, 100%.
That's crazy.
And so this goes back to what we were just talking about. The U.S. court demands SEC explain their denial of crypto regulations.
Yes.
And so, shout out to Paul Grenwall. Absolute legend of a lawyer. Absolutely wrecked them. Let's see. I can't remember. He had the actual post on the tweet, but they basically said, you don't have any foundings here. Like, you're not actually explaining what we're supposed to.
Right.
Like, there's no legal backing for your reasoning that you're giving here, and there's no precedent, so you're not making any sense. And then so they made them explain it better. Because, like, what they're doing is they're saying things like, we can't allow this because there could be a risk. A risk of what? Right? It's
the same stuff they pulled. It's the same stuff they pulled with Grayscale when it came to the Bitcoin ETF. It was just a bunch of rhetoric, and the judge threw it back and was like, hey, you can't keep denying them for the exact same reason. You need to come up with another reason, and it better be something different because these, like you said, there's no precedent. There's no reason. Just because you say it's like scary doesn't make it scary.
Yeah. Exactly, 100%. So then this is pretty bullish. Institutional crypto over-the-counter volumes double in 2024 on Trump win. ETF's finery. The fourth quarter saw the largest jump in institution crypto OTC trading as Donald Trump's U.S. election win fueled crypto spot trading to 2024 highs. And this is from Finery Markets. We're not going to go into the whole article, obviously, because we get the point. But there wasn't a single month where crypto OTC trading volume fell from 2023, indicating market players are warming to the more private method of trading as opposed to using public exchanges.
Telling you, there's these exchanges are losing Bitcoin at an alarming rate, and you have mining companies buying Bitcoin. That's like, I'm a pizza company, right? I sell pizzas. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy some more pizzas and just hold them. but still sell my pizzas.
Yeah.
I don't know. That analogy might be a little crude, but you guys get what I'm saying.
100%. And if you guys have been watching the news, we know California is on fire, but Tesla's Cybertrucks provide free Wi-Fi to Los Angeles after wildfires. And this is because, oh my God.
You're making me yawn, bro. Quit that.
I know, dude. I don't know where it's coming from, but Elon Musk shifts Cybertruck deliveries and Starlink terminals to support LA wildfire recovery with Wi-Fi and Tesla power solutions. They are what I saw is that he's literally sending the Tesla trucks that they were going to sell, and they've diverted them from like going to market to actually going to LA and then using those like units to power full stations and outlets, which is crazy. They basically like, you know, if a cord can suck energy into the car to charge it, they just turned that backwards so that the car can put the energy into the building. So bullish and crazy. Like, but he's been doing these kind of marketing things. Like when the Tesla car first came out, he lost billions of dollars in fixing every problem that anybody had, right? So all of the cars came out, and then any problem with the like software or whatever, they had like such an amazing warranty and the things that they were doing that his whole goal was to just make sure that all the first buyers were happy no matter what they did, right? And then so like now any opportunity that he has to use his technology to help people, like he did in Ukraine, like he's done in other disaster areas, right? He's sending that to California. And I think that this is a good show of good faith. I think it's smart marketing. I think that it shows people that he's serious and the capability of his products as well.
He also gets really good data from stuff like that. Stress test, you know what I mean? Get the vehicles, like you said in the beginning, get the vehicles out there, and then we start fixing problems, and then we're refining it. It's kind of like a beta, you know. Here you could have the beta version of the car. Yes. Or like with Starlink sending everything, you know, then he gets all that data. They can, you know, he's making 100%. Something off it.
Oh, I'm sure that, you know, in the future, then he's like, oh, hey, remember when I did that thing? Well,
right.
You know, it would be cool if you drove one. But all right. And then, so we already talked about XRP a little bit, but this article is XRP's rally to $4 possible after XRP Bitcoin pair clears 30-day resistant level. And we actually looked at it on the chart. I don't know if we did immediately now, but Desert's price target is actually higher than $4. So depending on what they're looking at.
Mine is, so if we go to the daily and we come up, and it's this flag right here. So we have this big bold flag on the daily. You guys can see that better. Boom. Boom. We finally broke out, and the price target of that is all the way to 464. That's what I have. They're going off of XR. What'd you do that for?
I wanted to look at it. I wanted to see the top.
My bad.
Since you described it so vividly and perfectly, I thought it looked really good to look at it.
So you got your flag. You know, this is your measured move. This is your pole. Boom. Take it to the breakout point. And that's the measured move, 464. And it's about an 87% increase.
Sheesh.
That's what I see.
Well, we love it. That's bullish. We like XRP. Shout out to Third Patriot if he's out there. I'm sure he's dancing right now. All right. And then this was talked about briefly, but Trump's day one crypto executive order likely first of many. Trump is likely to follow up the initial crypto executive order with several more elaborate directives that affect the CFTC, SEC, and State Department, sources say. So, yeah, see, it's getting me. It's just this time. Oh no, man, I don't know.
There's the rule. There's the law right there. It's the SAB 121.
Yes.
That's what he's going to repeal. Supposedly that he's going to repeal right there.
Yeah.
And at the inauguration, he will also be hosting a crypto ball,
which is
I don't
crazy.
know exactly what that freaking means, but just a bunch of tech people, I guess. I mean,
we need to find a way to get our ticket. We have to get our tickets.
Right?
So anybody out there that's really connected, you want to take us with you, like, we'll go. Just let us know. Yeah, just send us the ticket and we'll show up. Right. But basically, this is a crazy thing because Congress passed a repeal of the bill, but President Joe Biden vetoed the legislation, leaving the rule in place. So he's going in to fix that. He has a bunch of other things that are going in there, and I'm sure.
So with that being said, I don't think he can executive order that. They'll have to pass the repeal again in Congress,
and
then he'll sign it. They may be doing it right now, though. They may be passing it in Congress and the Senate right now. I don't know, but I don't, because if it was passed by, well, I don't know. I don't know if the original law had to have been passed by Congress. He can't just executive order it out. It's got to be passed. It's got to be repealed by Congress also, I believe.
Yeah. I think that he'll have no problem passing it the second time because they already passed it before. I think they're all going to be on the same page. At least the same people that voted for it last time. There's no way that they're not going to vote for it again. You know?
Well, yeah, and last time, Democrats had the Senate and Republicans had the House. Now Republicans have both, so they should be able to push it right through.
Yep. But so that's what I've got for articles. And that's that's what we got.
No Michael Saylor article buying another 2.5 billion worth of Bitcoin or whatever it is.
Look, I didn't see that as an article, but I feel like we literally just talked about that. I feel like every single week it's like
because we do talk about it. It's like it's become an expectation now. You know, okay, how much did he buy this week? How much did he buy this week? I mean, heaven help us when he stops buying. The market's
then we should fucking sell. Everybody should sell. When Michael Saylor doesn't buy, sell hard.
Right. So, other than that, I guess that's the show tonight, everybody. Have a great night. We will be here again tomorrow at 6 p.m. PST. You got anything you want to add, John?
No. I think this Saturday, I will have the midnight interview. That one will be up. So I'll be excited to share that one with you guys. I'm hoping to actually have some shorts and stuff made up between today and tomorrow to go out. And I need to make some of the awesome interview with Palm Economy. Did you actually watch that one?
The Palm Economy one? Yes. Yeah.
Guys, the guy is super cool. I just think they're doing some pretty big things over there.
I like the fact that he's a burger guy.
Yeah.
When you asked him about his meal, because that's how I like a good burger. Random, different varieties, but I would probably rather have a good like gourmet burger than like a steak.
I mean, I feel that.
It's good. I had a bone-in T-bone or a bone-in ribeye the other night. And it's good. I like steak, don't get me wrong, but a nice, good gourmet burger. I like that.
I feel that. I feel that 110%. What I thought was crazy is I didn't realize that what they're basically doing is supply chain management as a service, and also like tokenization of anything.
Right.
That was crazy for me. I was like, now that makes the business model so much clearer of everything that they're trying to do.
There is one more thing I want to show everybody before we go. All right, coming soon, the relaunch of JPEG Bosses. Okay, so we are relaunching the JPEG Bosses. They are a DAO now. The DAO has approved and wants to move forward with becoming an investment group. So the relaunch is going to happen probably mid-February, but it'll be in February. And since JPEG Empire footed the bill for everything going forward, I mean, JPEG Empire covered the art, the minting, all that stuff, right? So technically, it's JPEG Empire's money to do with what they want. But what the Empire is going to do, it's going to give the DAO 50% of all proceeds going forward from the relaunch for the DAO to use as an investment fund. And we've already been spitballing with some people. You know, we're looking into IAG nodes. We're looking into World Mobile Token. Somebody brought up Bitcoin mining. I think it's a good long-term play, but it is expensive upfront, and it's not going to give that yield back real quick to grow. So we're looking into DeFi, and all this will be voted on by the DAO. You know, the proposal will go out, the DAO will say what they want to do. Boom, that's what will get executed. So if you guys are looking to get into an investment group, just owning one boss gives you a voice. Obviously, the more you own, the bigger the voice you have. It is the governance is weighted per boss. So, and that will be relaunching. Same price, 99 ADA. We understand the price of ADA has went up since we initially launched, but it would not be fair to the people that minted in the first go round to have to pay more than what people are paying right now. Excuse me, because one ADA is one ADA. So
100%. But also, we wanted it. It'll be an
Huh?
opportunity for people to get exposure to different parts of the ecosystem, and we're excited about that, and we're excited to be a part of it because there were a group of people that wanted a DAO, right? They wanted to be able to actively participate in something. So this will be the opportunity, but then also everybody will get a lot more say in what happens going forward.
And it allows us to open it up wider, being a DAO. You know, there's certain things we can't do. We can't just promise stuff, you know, because we just can't do it. You know, legally speaking, we can't promise anything. But if the DAO decides to do something, that's a whole different beast. So,
yeah, with a clear plan.
Yeah.
But thank you all for joining us. We'll see you Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, every single night. Crypto nightly. Nightly crypto every night at 6 p.m. Pacific time. All right. We'll see you guys on the next tomorrow night.